All right. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming here on a definitely typical Michigan day. I walked in this morning and my hair was much different from this. So anyways, I'm Mr. Berezny. I direct the orchestras at OMS Middle School, and on stage we're starting with our 7th grade. This is our pre-festival concert, which is a really fun occasion for us as we go into festival season, which is happening next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend for us, for middle school groups. It is on Saturday the 24th. High school groups, I believe, are the day before, on Friday, but listen to Mrs. Weller for that information. So the festival is a statewide thing that Michigan does, and a lot of other states do this too in their own separate states. And this is a way to give some sort of standardized experience, a little bit more competitive in nature for our school orchestra, choir, and band programs across our states, starting in the middle school to junior high level. So actually the first year you can do this is in 7th grade. Some schools don't start in 7th grade. We like to in our district because we believe in arts education here, that it's a fundamental part of our young students' growth. So for us, I want to say we had this amazing day this morning. I can speak completely sincerely that I was very impressed by what I saw from students as they were getting on the bus and coming over here and getting off the bus and making their way to their sectionals or on stage. And then also during their time rehearsing on stage, we had the opportunity to work with Mr. Tim Seabor for the middle school groups, and he was fantastic and I think definitely memorable for a lot of students. So much so that I'm going to try and maybe see if I can get him back to visit us maybe in the spring, or if not this year, next year, because he was a hit. I loved what he did with everybody, and I got to see a lot of hard work sort of start to be polished and turned into something that's really special. And that's why we're here tonight. This is a developing kind of concert. This is not the finished product for festival, because we still have a couple days left to just kind of get all the smudges cleaned up and last minute touches and things like that organized. So this is still a work in progress from a lot of the groups you're going to hear. But at the same time, this is a special moment for us. So I want to make sure that you guys feel proud. I want to make sure our students on stage right now and the ones that will follow after feel proud of their accomplishments. There's a lot that goes into preparation for festival. It has this serious note to it, and at the same time, we can't forget that it's music, that it's something special. We're creating this. This doesn't exist without the students on stage. It doesn't exist without parents rushing to get students from athletic activities to the concert tonight, which I know there's a lot of tonight. And so we're grateful for all of these moments that you make happen during your day to make this happen. So without further ado, we have 3 selections for you tonight for 7th grade. The first one is Medieval Kings. The second one is Sailor's Song. And the third one is King's Court. So I hope you enjoy 7th grade orchestra. This was a last minute addition. I think it was one of our class periods, right? Dominic had the idea. He was like, hey, we're playing some songs about kings and castles. And they have these hats at Burger King. I was like, oh, I remember those. I don't remember the last time I wore one. It was maybe decades ago, but I think it's kind of cool. We're not going to do this for festival, unfortunately, but this is our special moment here tonight. Okay, thank you. Oh, I want to say, actually, I should say this now. So after, this is a different concert. It's in the middle of a lot of busy things happening. So what we're going to do for dismissal of students, following this song, this is the last 7th grade orchestra song. So there's going to be some high school leaders who are going to lead our 7th grade orchestra off stage back to pack up their instruments. And then they can either come into the audience, or you guys can make your way home and get homework done, or just be with your family, spend time. So I would say, I think probably the easiest thing to do is, if you're a 7th grade parent, just maybe hang out in the lobby right after they finish. There'll be applause. My 8th grade will need some time to get to stage, so they'll be totally fine to do that. And then you can meet your child in the lobby, and then you can either stay or go home. So we have a great night of orchestra performances. Everybody's getting ready for festival. So after this, we have our 8th grade orchestra, and then after they perform, we have our high school concert orchestra, and then the symphony. So you might want to stay, but totally this is that time of year. So anyways, once again, so 7th grade will be making their way off stage. They'll pack up in the band room, and then they'll make their way to the audience, okay? Thank you again. Thank you, 7th grade parents and family. seventh grade parents and families, please join us at Festival. It is a different type of performance. So we do this on stage here at our performance time, but there's judges that are sitting in the sort of back area writing notes and comments and grading us. And then after that happens, the group will move to the band room for the sight reading portion right after their performance. And as soon as we get set up in the band room, you get to see the sight reading portion too. And so this is totally free, there's no cost, and we want our support system behind us, cheering us on for Festival, so that it's not a closed event or anything. I know it's new for 7th grade families. You're welcome, we want you there in the audience and then again in the band room. So thank you very much. 7th graders, you guys can, I'll kind of lead you around stage.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Okay, we are ready, just about ready for 8th grade orchestra. So last year, I looked back, weather got in the way of our first initial festival performance. And once again, I'm very thankful for parents and students alike for making it happen. We were able to, with our middle school bands, have a festival at Grand Blanc High School. I think it was high school, pretty sure, but it was in Grand Blanc. And that was so important, so crucial for us to just have that experience, especially for this group of 7th graders. And so now they have that experience under their belt. It's another notch in their belt. So we're walking into this year's festival, and it hopefully, I mean, we're hoping that it'll be on Oxford stage, weather permitting, but I think the forecast should be fine. It looks good. So we get to see how it feels when we get to do it on our own turf. And so that should be nice. But everything will basically work the same way. We get our warm-up room, we have our performance time, and then same for all the groups. Then after the performance, we'll have our sight reading portion. And I would just, again, I want to invite family and friends who maybe have never seen a festival performance. My favorite part of these festivals, besides seeing what the work and the beautiful sounds that our musicians create, is sight reading, because it's this cool thing that we don't really see in other music performance places, really. We don't see what kids or what young musicians can do when they're really put up to the task of learning a piece of music. And so if you don't know about it, all the students get a piece of music that's brought to the festival, and each group is playing for a different level of group. So high school groups have harder sight reading music, and junior high groups have less challenging stuff, but appropriate for the level. And then the group has to learn the piece as much as they can in 5 minutes without playing their instruments, and they play it through. So definitely stick around, definitely come to festival for that. Our 8th graders, I'm very proud of, definitely, and at the same time, this is the time of year where I realize they're not going to be with me much longer, so this is the third to last performance, maybe you could say, that I have with them. So it's a special night for me. They're still mine, so I can enjoy them for a little bit, but also I'm looking over to handing them over to our fantastic Mrs. Weller at the high school, and also our 8th graders have been thinking about and learning about high school orchestra options from Mrs. Weller. We kind of start that in December, so that's on their brain too, the moving up in the future, which I have to say with music is one of the cool things. There's just always additional opportunities. The farther you go in music, the more you travel, the more you see, the more people you meet, the more you learn, and the more experiences you have. So I really encourage everybody to just keep on going, push through, and make all those difficult moments add up to something that's really awesome, okay? Our 3 pieces with 8th grade are going to be variations on a sailing song, followed by Aspen Glow, a lyrical piece, and then our final piece is the finale to Beethoven's 5th Symphony rearranged for string orchestra, which was composed by Beethoven. This was his great and famous 5th Symphony work, and this was a first of many for this symphony. There was a lot of first things that had never happened in symphonies, especially the last movement, the finale movement, which this is based off of. So I even have my Beethoven tie. So he looks pretty grumpy to me right now, but maybe he's just mad that I'm talking and he wants to hear his piece. So we'll get on that. Sorry, Beethoven. Thank you very much. I will dismiss 8th grade off stage, and they will do the same. They'll pack up in the band room and be ready to come out to the lobby. Thank you again, everybody. And now for the high school portion of our program.